Hey guys, Shubham here back with another video. So today I have a special video for you guys. So today I'm gonna show you guys how you can install the Seedroid. But first let me show you guys some of the features which I'm sure you're gonna like. So yeah, let's get started. As always, Seedroid is based on the Pixel UI which is really smooth, as you can see. Even you can feel the smoothness whenever you open an app or something. Also you will get this AI camera, MI camera, which will get options like AI, HDR. In the video settings you can record video up to 4K 30 FPS and it works perfectly like any other camera. On the HDR you will get many options like Pro, Live and many more. Okay, also in the notification panel you will get battery saver as well if you want to save some battery, I guess, and it will force your phone to go into the dark mode. So let's check the manual camera control, and as you can see, manual camera control does support all the manual controls, so you can install any of the Gcam on the smartphone. So as you can see, also you'll get some audio effects. If you have speakers or anything, you can use it on your main speaker as well. You have to put your headphones on, so now I'm just gonna skip this. Also you will get music player on this ROM. As you can see, right now I don't have any music on my app, otherwise I will show you guys. So as you can see, you can play PlayerUnknown's Battleground with the setting, with the maximum setting of the HD and high. So now let me show you guys. I'm just gonna play quick match. So as you can see, it's running really smoothly with the HD and high settings on this ROM. No lags whatsoever. So let's just land and let's see if we can win this game. Probably not. I'm just gonna land on this empty area where I can show you guys the running test. And as you can see, the graphics looks really good and it's running really smoothly, no lags whatsoever. I think it's around 40 to 50 FPS. I'm really not sure. I don't have GFX tool to check the FPS. But yeah, it's really smooth. Now let's see how long we can have this really smoothness, and device is not hot at all after a few minutes. I'm just gonna put it here. I don't know how I'm not getting killed, like I'm literally inside the safe zone, and I don't know if there's no one around me or something like that. There's literally no one around me. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if we can notice any lags, any frame drops, anything at all. Okay, let's see if we can find any weapons here. Oh, I just noticed another frame drop here, but it's not that big. Okay, I hope we can get the weapons so we can win this round. I would literally give away this device if we win this round. Like I'm 100. Oops. Is that guy? Oh, it's our guy. Like I'm 100% sure I'm gonna die anyways. I guess that's it. I'm not gonna play the entire game. So now let's check out the settings, what we have here. So if you go to the about page, and as you can see, it is based on the Android 10. Seedroid version is 6.6 and also security patch level is up to date as well. Okay, so as you can see on the status bar, you will get option for all of these icons. Here you can add or remove the icon of the Wi-Fi, VPN, anything you want. Also you can set clocks whenever you want. I usually put it on the center, which looks really unique. Here you can change the clock style. It will also show the seconds right now, as you can see. So you will also get network traffic monitor. On the status bar, as you can see, it will show the network speed and stuff. Also you will get option for the 4G icon if you have SIM card in it. Right now I don't, so I just disable that for a while. Also you will get VoLTE icon, you can change the value of it. Also you can change the battery percentage here. As you can see, in the quick settings you can adjust the columns, rows and stuff. So if you want 5 columns, you can just set it on the 5, or if you want 3, you can set it on the 3. So I usually put it on the default one. I don't mess with setting too much. So on the weather, you can also display the weather on the lock screen. Whenever you see the lock screen, you will also see the weather. Here's the music visualizer you get. You can also change the charging animation like flash, water, drop, explosion. I usually put on the water. Here you can change the navigations. Also you can adjust the buttons here, like power button. You can use power button for the many other stuff, like you long press for the screenshot, or lockdown, or emergency. I usually turn off emergency because whenever I click on it, it just goes on to it. You can also use the end the call by using the power button. So yeah, on the ambient display, like I said, you can turn on the edge lighting. Whenever you get notification, you will see the edge lighting on it. Always on, you can turn on always on if you want that always on display, like timing and stuff. So now let me show you guys. So as you can see, whenever you lock your device, you will see this every information like time, weather and date. So now the notification, if you turn this on, you will get notification for only like alarm, dialer or messaging apps. So these are alternative features. On the sound, you will get charging sound. Whenever you put the phone on the charging, you will hear this sound. You can adjust the volume panel here. On this option, you can see the CPU information. If you turn this on, you will also get the dedicated gaming mode on this ROM as well. You can add your games on it here. So on the smart charging, you can enable this. It will remove all the background activity. So yeah, these are some of the options you will get on this C-Droid settings. So there's not much more to look at it. I guess I really love this ROM. It's one of the top 10. So now I'm gonna show you guys how you can install this on your Redmi Note 5 Pro. So first, turn off your device. As always, go to the recovery mode, power off. So now press power key and the volume up key together to go to the recovery mode. So after you go to the recovery mode, go to the wipe, go to the advanced wipe and wipe everything except the internal storage. Make sure you do not wipe internal storage if you have file in it. So after it's done, just go back home. Now go to the install. Now you can download the zip file, link in the description, and you can just swipe to install. Okay, so after it's done, now go back, go to the install again and install this GApps file, which I'll also give link in the description. You have to install this file if you want GApps on your smartphone like Google Play Store and stuff. You can just ignore it if you don't want to install. It's not necessary, I guess it's optional. Okay, after installing the both, now go back home, go to the mount system and the vendor. Okay, now go back again, go to the wipe and format data and just press yes. Now this will remove all of your data, so make sure you know before doing that. Now you can just reboot the system. Just ignore this message. Now you will able to see this awesome animation after you booting up your device. Okay, now we are on the setup screen. So now just click on the start. Okay, so now just if you want to copy, you can do that. Okay, so now you can sign in with your Gmail account, which I'm gonna do right now real quick. So yeah, you can unselect this option if you want to. Now just click on accept. So now let's check the fingerprint. All you have to do is just hold on to it and just go to the next. It will take few minutes to complete this setup. I'm gonna skip assistant. Now you have two options here. You can either choose Pixel Launcher or C Droid Home. I choose the C Droid Home. And I guess that's it. That's how you can install this ROM with the Google Apps on your device. So as you can see, the Play Store works perfectly. There is no crashes, nothing whatsoever. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.